Kyle's unpopular takes. This one I think might be really unpopular. Gambling. I think gambling should be legalized nationwide. Usually the way it works is if somebody wants to build a casino somewhere, you got to go through the government. There's got to be some zoning laws. I know in New York State, they brought it to the people and they did a direct ballot initiative to ask if they can create a casino in upstate New York. I voted yes on that. Now, the reason this is controversial is because many on the left have the position that gambling is like inherently exploitative and you're just shaking down poor people. It's just another example of like a tax on the poor, a T-A-X, a tax on the poor, not A-T-T-A-C-K-S. And since that's what it is, they're exploitative by their very nature and it should be banned. It shouldn't be allowed. Totally disagree. I mean, even if it was that, there's something to be said about having the freedom to do with your money whatever you want to do with your money in a way that's not hurting anybody else. It would only be hurting you. But yeah, I think that's really what it comes down to me, is that even if it has some societal ill effects, so does alcohol. Should we ban alcohol? No, we shouldn't. Are there, will more addicts end up getting addicted to gambling and ruining their lives and having issues? Sure. But then there's also going to be many who will not. And it's the 80-20 rule from Carl Hart. Now, technically, this is for drugs. This isn't for gambling, but I reckon it's about the same. 80% of the people who go to a casino can handle it and take care of their business and then go about their life, and maybe 20% get addicted and screw things up. I don't think you ban it for the 80% because the 20% have an issue. I think it's basic freedom. Everybody knows me. When it comes to social issues, I lean as much in the direction of freedom as I possibly can. And this is one of those issues where I don't even think it's difficult. I think it's pretty much a no-brainer. It's weird to me that the government sets up these lotto things where they benefit from it, but they ban other forms of gambling, private forms of gambling. I think that is more exploitative. I think people should be allowed to gamble if they want to gamble. People should be allowed to set up a gambling business if they want to set up a gambling business. There might be some downsides to it, but there's also the upside of increased freedom and liberty. Legalize it anywhere and everywhere. And you also have there is job creation also that comes about as a result of it. That was the original reason why they were looking in upstate New York, is because there was areas that were lagging economically, and it was a big job creator. It was a big job creator to put a casino there. So even though many people interpret them as exploitative and think they have deleterious effects, and they're worth more trouble than not, I look at it and I say people should be able to do with their money whatever they want to do with their money as long as they're not hurting anybody else. It's a freedom issue, and of course you should heavily regulate these things to make sure they're more fair and just, and the wages of the worker should be higher. Of course, all that stuff is true, but generally speaking, yeah, I'd legalize gambling nationwide. I think this one's a no-brainer.